Hey everyone, thanks for joining me tonight. I think we're going to get started here so we can get on and off fairly quickly. I think this is going to be a pretty short class, but we'll see how it goes. If you want to mute yourselves, and we'll just have questions at the end. I am outside, so hopefully the lighting's not terrible. I've got kittens that I'm watching again, and it's just way too nice of a night to be inside. So better introduce myself. I'm Sherry Whitrock, and I am a Young Living executive distributor. I have been using oil since February of 2014, and just kind of started using them to help support my body, and we've kind of since expanded and used in our whole family. So tonight we're going to talk about the Family Wellness Kit and or Family Survival Kit, however you want to put it, and just talk about some of the oils that are one of our favorites in our family. So I did not make this PowerPoint, so there's going to be some things I'll add in along the way on some of our favorites. But otherwise, if you have any questions, feel free to jot them down and let me know at the end. And some of these first few slides are going to be kind of repetitive if you're current member and if I've been to a couple classes, but since this is being recorded for anybody to watch, we're going to go ahead and just kind of go over some of the basics. So just as a disclaimer, I'm not here to diagnose, cure, prescribe, or treat any health condition, and nothing that I have said or will say has been approved by the FDA, so talk to your physician before altering the use of any of your medications or adding in any of these oils to your regimen. Please, please, please do your own research and use common sense when using the products. So one of my favorite things to do at night when I'm going to bed is just research my own things that I use on my family, just so that I feel completely comfortable using them. So I will be reading from my notes a lot tonight, just to try and stay as FDA compliant as I can. We want to talk above the wellness line, so we're not able to talk about illnesses or anything like that. So These are just some of the few essential oils that Young Living has. They have over 200 oils and a whole bunch of supplements. And one of my favorite ways to get stocked up on all of these different oils is the Essential Rewards program. Young Living will be changing this in August, so it's an amazing program to get points back. I have been using, I've been on the Essential Rewards program for over 2 years. So once I hit 30 months, I'm going to get 25% back in points, which is awesome. So that's just, if you don't have to be on Essential Rewards. That's totally optional. It's just kind of something that we have done that's, I find just been really beneficial for us. So first of all, what is an essential oil? It's a natural aromatic compound found in plants that's steam distilled or cold pressed extraction. It kind of depends. A lot of the citrus oils are all cold pressed. Most of the other ones are all steam distilled. A lot of us, if you've used essential oils, have already experienced the incredible power of the essential oils without even realizing it. Or even if you haven't, I should say, you've already experienced essential oils without even knowing it. Whether it be when you squeeze a lemon, you get the lemon oil on your hands because the lemon oil is from the rind of the lemon, or from a lavender bouquet. Any of those things we've probably all smelled. Essential oils are the concentrated natural aromatic liquids extracted from shrubs, flowers, trees, roots, bushes, and seeds. Plants depend on essential oils to grow, evolve, and adapt to their surroundings. They also play an important role in defending against insects, harsh environments, and environmental conditions. And actually, Young Living uses the oils on their plants to protect against some of these things. Pure, unadulterated essential oils have many potential health benefits and are used daily to enhance the lives of millions. They support every system of our body: the endocrine, digestive, urinary, nervous, skeletal, musculoskeletal, respiratory, cardiovascular, immune, reproductive, and integumentary, which is the skin, hair, and nails. So they definitely have a lot of different uses. Why do we choose Young Living essential oils when there are so many different companies out there, and it seems like a new company pops up every day that says that they have 100% pure essential oils? So Young Living is the only company on the planet that has a seed to seal promise. The seed to seal is where they pick the seeds and they plant them right in the ground. In fact, they just had convention. One of my friends was there and said they actually, ironically, don't pick perfect seeds. They want the imperfected ones because that's more natural. They are cultivated at the precise time of day or season to get the best therapeutic benefits. I think there's one, I can't remember which oil it is, but they actually pick in the middle of the night because that's when it has the best therapeutic properties. They're distilled also at a precise time, at a precise temperature and pressure to ensure all the wonderful benefits are transferred into the oil itself from the plant. They are tested extensively with 8 separate tests to ensure the therapeutic levels are present once they're distilled. And they also have other labs that test it just to make sure that there's no impurities in it. And then Young Living has control over bottling it and marketing it. So there's nobody else that has any part in that process. And they own a lot of their own farms. And so it's an amazing process. And everyone that was out at convention was blessed to be able to go to the farm, which hopefully next year I will be there to see how they do everything and really get a hands-on feel of what they do. Oops. There's 3 different uses for essential oils. Aromatic, we diffuse into the room to purify the air or change the emotion. And this can either be done with just like a spray bottle, a diffuser, putting a drop on a cotton ball and putting it on the vent. There's all sorts of different ways that you can do that. Topically, we can apply directly to our skin and massage or topical therapy. And we can also consume the Vitality oils as a dietary supplement that's targeted for wellness. Essential oil safety. Essential oils are very safe and gentle without side effects. Just make sure we keep out of our ears, eyes, and nose. If we do happen to get it in our eyes, the thing you want to do is grab your carrier oil, whichever one you use. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Put it on a cotton ball and hold it up to your eye. It'll draw that oil right out. All of us have had that happen to us, it seems like. And the discomfort is temporary as long as you get that carrier oil on there quickly. We want to dilute, especially with kids, with olive oil, coconut oil, definitely not water. On the other hand, water will help drive them deeper. So if you're wanting to get more of a therapeutic effect, you can add a warm wet compress to that. Skin sensitivity is the primary safety issue, whereas you'd want to put in a less sensitive area or dilute more the next time you use it. You definitely want to follow all label instructions. They tell you right on there how you should dilute it and how you should use it. So make sure and follow those directions. I know I'm not a very good follower of directions, but I've definitely found that you need to do that. So, and on the bottom, you'll find the little great helpful hints on what the little abbreviations mean that you'll find in the book. Obviously, A is aromatic, T is topically, I is internally. And it means that you can use it without dilution, neat, or S means dilute for sensitive or young skin, and S is sensitive, I should say. D is dilute for using topically. There are a few general safety guidelines you want to go by because Young Living essential oils are powerful and highly concentrated. We certainly don't recommend ingestion for infants and young children. You can diffuse with an ultrasonic diffuser such as the KidSense Dolphin Reef diffuser. It'll both humidify and diffuse the oil into the air, but you will definitely want to use fewer drops of essential oils than you normally would. I usually only recommend 1 to 2 anyway, just because 1 to 2 drops is going to get the desired effect without wasting oils. With every new essential oil, make sure and dilute heavily and spot test on the baby's arms or legs. You're going to want to do this with the carrier oil as well. And with infants, if you're not sure on what they're all allergic to, you probably want to stay clear of the essential or the carrier oils that are made with nuts, just in case that they would happen to have a nut allergy. If no reaction occurs after you do the spot test, you can feel pretty comfortable using the oil and putting it on a larger area. Just kind of watch how the baby acts and how their skin does. Avoid adding essential oils to baths. Your baby might splash the water or swallow the water and increase the risk that the essential oils can be ingested or enter the eyes. If your baby has never been exposed to essential oils, you may simply want to wear the oils to help them get used to it. Remember, we can be the best human diffusers ourselves, where we can wear them and they can get the general effects from that. So it's a really good one to remember, just like even just putting it on your neck, and then the babies can get the benefits of that. So what are carrier oils? They are just any sort of fatty oil that does not have essential oils in it that we use for dilution. Some example, make sure you use organic or unrefined coconut oil, grapeseed oil, sweet almond oil, jojoba oil, olive oil, and then Young Living actually has B6, which is a kind of a combination of a bunch of different oils in it. I do prefer this just because it's less oil, less greasy, I should say. Jojoba oil would probably be my next option if I'm just using it on my skin. If I want to make a rub, then I definitely use coconut oil. And just remember, coconut oil is solid below 78 degrees and is a great option, like I said, for making creams or balms. But when it does get above 78 degrees, it does melt. So dilution for little ones, it says right on the bottle on the back, if you want to look at the bottles, like say, for instance, I grabbed Digize, it says dilute 1 drop with 4 drops of V6 or olive oil. So you definitely, this just kind of is a guide. That's one of my biggest questions is how do I know what to dilute? And so I think a lot of people are actually scared to use on little kids because they don't know how to dilute, so they just don't use it. So this is kind of a great guideline to use. And just, like I said, I never always err on the side of caution and dilute more. You can always add in the oil to it. And if you feel like you didn't dilute enough, you can always add carrier oil to the skin afterwards too. So don't panic. There are some essential oils that we recommend not using with children. Idaho tansy, hyssop, sage, clary sage, wintergreen, especially, and eucalyptus. I would also add in peppermint to this one. There's a lot of people that advise not using peppermint on small children and infants just because it's such a strong smell, and sometimes it startles the kids and they don't want to take a deep breath after they encounter it. So that would definitely be one to steer clear of. So finally getting into the meat of everything and talking about the oils and products. I think we just talk about this oil so much in our starter kits our starter classes. Lavender is just, you know, kind of the jack of all trades. We call it the Swiss Army knife. It is so gentle. So it's kind of the first one I recommend if anybody asks me when dealing with little kids or adults, just because it is so versatile. If we're talking about the lavender non-vitality, remember that vitality are the dietary ones. The regulars are just plain for topical and diffusing. They are the same oil as the labeling. Bugs are starting to come out. The labeling is different, and what we can say about them is different. So today we're just going to talk about the lavender that we would use topically or diffusing. It is very good for calming. So this is a great one if you're going on a trip to throw in your car to have as a calming one. It soothes emotions. This is one we definitely grab at night too to massage onto the back of the feet, or you can spritz it on your bed. A few drops to Epsom salts makes for a calming and relaxing bath. This is a great one to add in. The Epsom salts help the oil disperse in the water better, and so that is why we recommend that. And it's also very calming after you've been exposed to outdoor pests. I like to combine this with the purification we'll talk about later for that aspect. And it's also great to apply for skin after a day at the beach. We use this for all things skin related. It's amazing. You can also use it to soothe skin and lips. I will let you know that it does not taste very good. So if you put it on your lips and lick your lips, you're going to probably not have a very pleasant taste. But one of my favorite things to do with the lavender is do my own products that I make at home. It kind of goes in everything that I make, skin that goes on my skin. So like we talked about, you can do the bath salt with it. It also is great to add into your mascara because lavender is very supportive of our skin and our hair. And it's also, a lot of families like to use this after their children take a bath. They spritz their hair down with it and makes their hair not so likable to certain things that they might pick up. Say, for instance, during baseball season when they're sharing baseball helmets and such, or in the winter when they're sharing and could possibly be sharing hats with other kids. So just a good tip there. We like to use it as you can add it into an oil makeup remover, which just involves coconut oil and lavender too, just to remove your eye makeup, which is pretty simple. You can make a lavender honey scrub using granulated sugar, honey, coconut oil, and lavender. These you'd want to store in glass jars, but it's an amazing sugar scrub. And I like to look at Pinterest for all these recipes and just kind of combine my favorite ones and what people have said. You can make a lavender bath milk with powdered milk, baking soda, cornstarch, and lavender. And then last but not least, a lavender coconut milk body wash. And I can get those recipes to you if you'd like. So those are Young Living also has a whole line of lavender scented shampoos and conditioner and what else was I going to say, lotion, body wash, anything that you can think of, they make with the lavender. So they add it into all their skincare too, because it's just great for skin. So on to lemon. We're going to talk about the lemon vitality, which is one that we can take internally. So we like to add this to a drop of honey to soothe a dry throat. You can also add a couple drops to the water to clean fruit and veggies to extend the shelf life. That's a great one to do this summer when we're all eating a lot more fresh fruit. It's very supportive of the lymphatic system and helping healthy fluid levels in the body. Sometimes we're busier in the summer and we don't drink as much water as we should, and sometimes our fluid levels in our body get out of whack. So this is a good one to take internally to use to help our kidneys filter out some of that excess fluid. It's very supportive of the respiratory system, and it can be taken internally to help cell support. So they do have a regular lavender too, or lemon too, that you can use topically. I'm not sure what I would use in support of a family survival kit for that, but just know that that's what we use that one for. Helichrysum is where I find my notes on this one. sure where that went. We like to use this topically to improve the appearance of tender skin. It does say that you can diffuse while studying or doing homework. Helichrysum is a very expensive oil. When they're pretty spendy, I tend to not like to diffuse them just because I like to apply them to get the best benefit. You can certainly do what you want. It isn't one that I prefer the smell of either. So if I'm going to use it to help with the studying or doing homework during school time, I definitely would probably apply this. And you might even want to apply it on your big toe, as that's a VitaFlex for the brain, just so that your kids don't complain about it smelling. You can also apply it to your earlobes and under your nose to relieve the stress of daily living if you like the smell of it. It's clarifying and grounding, massage into the back of the neck, so relaxation. This would be one, and I'll say this about a couple where I really recommend picking this oil up in your reference guide. It's just an awesome oil. It's in a lot of different blends. In fact, if there's a blend and you're wondering why it's a little bit more expensive, it's probably because it has helichrysum in it, just because it is a rare oil that's fairly expensive to harvest and make. So, but it's definitely one that I would recommend keeping on hand, because you just never know when you're going to need it. And I've heard amazing stories of people that have had it on hand, and we're very glad that they had it on hand. So again, make sure to look that one up in your reference guide. Brain Power. Brain Power is one of my favorite ones we skipped over one here. I'm going to go back to lemongrass. Sorry. Lemongrass is one with the vitality. I like to use this in the same regards as the lemon, with supporting the lymphatic system. It's also supportive of the digestive system. It supports healthy joint and cartilage function. So we're all, pretty busy as a family, so it's good to have our joints supported. We like to support our healthy blood vessels and healthy veins, so it's just really good for overall wellness, our overall well-being. Okay, back to Brain Power. This is probably one of my favorite oils because it has Melissa in it, and I love the smell of Melissa, but I have not splurged and bought it yet. So, but I was able to smell it at convention last year, and it's definitely on my wish list. So Brain Power is a close second because it does have a lot of Melissa in it. It's also a little bit more spendy, but I do like it. Let's see, I just pull this one out. As you can see, my label on it is getting pretty worn on it. This is one of the older bottles, the older labels. So I actually keep a bottle of this in I have a little pouch that I take everywhere with oils in it, and I have this in a roller bottle diluted just because it is expensive. So I like to dilute it, and then during the day I just put it right on the back of my brainstem when I feel like I need a little bit of support. So you can diffuse it if you'd like. It's very uplifting for home office or on the go. It's one of those, if you need to have just a little bit of support in the focus area or help in the focus area, I would definitely grab this one. It's good to apply topically to moisturize the skin. And it's just a really rich, invigorating scent. And you can diffuse it or apply it to inspire clear and creative thinking. Copaiba, I don't have the Copaiba Vitality Oil, but this is one definitely I'd have you look up in the reference guide too. We can't say a whole lot about Copaiba. It just really overall promotes wellness. It can be used as an important part of daily health regimen. It's probably one that I should take daily, and I don't, but I know a lot of people that just mix it in with their daily Ningxia Red. They just put a drop in. It's very supportive. You can mix it with honey and warm water to create a tea. Especially in the wintertime, if you're needing a little bit of support of the respiratory system. It's supportive of the cardiovascular system, and one of my favorite things about it is that it magnifies other oils. So if we were to talk about the Copaiba topically, I would have you use it last because it has, like I said, magnify and drive those other oils in deeper. Cypress, going to sound like a broken record. This is one for sure to look up in your reference guide. Because we can't say as much about it because it's topically and it's not dietary. So it can create a sense of security and grounding. You can inhale it to soothe anger and help life flow better. We could all use a little help in that area sometimes. It's very beneficial for healthy skin, and you can inhale it for easy breathing. So I know that all sounds kind of vague, but like I said, this is definitely one that you want to look up in your reference guide. And if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. But this is definitely one that you want to keep in your first aid kit. Oregano, I don't have the vitality of oregano either. You can take this one internally in a gel capsule. It can provide periodic immune support. You can also use it to enhance the flavor of foods. We like to use it to in a lot of our spaghetti dishes. You can use it internally as part of a monthly cleansing regimen to support your GI health. I haven't been brave enough to try that, but it sounds intriguing. On the other hand, the regular oregano is one that we keep definitely on hand for especially the winter months. This is just another arsenal to have. If you just think about what we use it for vitality wise, we do not want to use this internally for kids. It's a pretty strong one. And if you have a middle ground child who doesn't like to swallow pills, but you feel is comfortable taking or using oregano, you can apply it to their feet. You just want to dilute it and apply to the feet because it is a hot oil. So, and if they have some discomfort, just dilute it down a little bit more. But it is a very strong smelling oil. It's very hot if you use it without being diluted on a sensitive area of your skin. So, Panaway, this is not one that we'd want to use for little kids, but definitely a good support for adults as we just go about our daily life. We like to use this as a massage for after activities, certainly. You know, I have a 9-year-old that I have used this on and felt comfortable. I've just diluted it down. And Deep Relief too is already diluted, so you could definitely use that one for children if they've had some discomfort after exercise. You can also use it before exercise to enhance the performance. It can support appearance of healthy skin coloration. If you think of that in terms of, it's hard to say that compliantly, but definitely with kids, we sometimes have need some help in that area. So you can inhale it for invigorating and energizing scents. Speaking of inhaling for an invigorating scent, Breathe Again or RC are two that we don't ever run out of or try not to run out of. I know RC sometimes goes out of stock, but we try and keep it fun. Especially in the winter months, we like to keep both of these on hand. You can apply to head, neck, chest, or under the nose. It's very good to diffuse at bedtime for more restful sleep, especially if your partner makes it difficult for you to get a good night's sleep. So you can apply to the chest or the bottom of the feet before exercising to uplift and inspire. It has a lot of different eucalyptus oils. And so this is one that too, I would really highly dilute or just diffuse if you're going to use it around small infants because of the eucalyptus in it. Digize. I think you've all heard me talk about Digize if you're on my team on how remarkable it is and also how not very pleasant smelling it is. So, and we're talking about the vitality, it doesn't taste very good. So if you're going to take it internally, probably the best option would be to do it in a capsule. And then you can add a little carrier oil into the capsule and take it that way. You can certainly take it, you know, just with water, but again, it does not taste very good. But it's very good for just supporting your digestive system. You can mix peppermint with it for vitality for a stimulating beverage. I'm not sure that I would find that very tasty, but whatever. You can try it, and if you like it, go for it. You can use it with the Essential Enzyme 4 with every meal to support a wellness regimen, especially if you're going to eat not very healthy. You can also, they have the Digize topically that we like to use if you're not comfortable doing internal with your kids or yourself, and you can just apply it topically with the peppermint. We really like to use that in our family and find it very beneficial. So, and also orange would be a good one to add in too, because they always say if you don't like something, the smell of something, that you can add orange into it to kind of help with the scent of it. Aroma Ease. is one of their fairly newer oils that is similar to the DiGi's. It's a little bit different smell to it. It's a clean, nurturing aroma. You can apply to the neck, chest, or I would throw in the abdomen. Here, you can diffuse it for a calm, relaxing environment. This would be one, again, to look up in your reference guide. And you can apply topically over your abdomen for comfort. So, there's probably not a whole lot more I can say about that one. Thieves, I don't have the Thieves Vitality to show you either, but you can add this to food or beverages to enhance the flavor and to help support your immune system. I like to make a tea out of it with honey, apple cider vinegar, lemon Vitality, and Thieves Vitality. I like to do that especially through the winter months as I'm a nurse and get exposed to all sorts of stuff. So I do like to drink that on a daily or every other day basis just to help support my overall wellness and immune system. You can dilute and gargle morning and night to help support a healthy mouth. You can also take it in an empty vegetable or gelatin capsule for added immune support. So if you're not thrilled with mixing capsules, a really good option is Inner Defense, which is a supplement that Young Living has. It has a lot of thieves in it. Thieves is just one of those that you definitely want to keep on hand. I would definitely never run out of Thieves because it just is so great to have. Purification, I have that one out with me. This is one of my favorites that we talk just because it helps eliminate so many odors. It doesn't just cover up the odor like some things if you buy in the store, it actually takes the odor out of the air. It's amazing. So we have 3 boys, and so of course we have lots of sports equipment and just lots of different odors that we like to get rid of. So we like to make a lot of spray bottles that we spray in things, like their shoes on there, some of their Under Armour dry fit kind of clothing. It sometimes holds in a little smell, so we like to spray it on that. And like I said, we like to mix it with the lavender to put on our skin. And you can also apply it to the spine of your pet so that they can help enjoy the outdoors annoyance-free. So this is definitely one that I keep with my diffuser pretty much all times in my kitchen because it just seems like it's always needed. So stress away. What family does not need stress away? What person doesn't need stress away? It's always that. We like to I have a roll-on bottle also that I just literally roll right on my wrist and my neck daily to help with the daily stresses of life. It helps promote feelings of calm and nervous. It helps promote feelings of calm and relieves daily stress and nervous tension. You can diffuse it to help improve mental response. It definitely smells like a vacation in a bottle. I use this as a perfume. I don't wear any other perfume because fragrance gives me a headache. So definitely like to use this, especially my kids, if I feel like we are going to be sitting for a while at a ball game or at a long car ride. I definitely grab the stress away wherever we go, and it's very helpful. My boys even just know, the minute we get going somewhere or they know where we're going, they know the bottle of stress away is going to come out. Melrose, this is a good one this time of the year to have on hand. It can be applied to help soothe skin. This time of the year, we're out and about, and kids are out and about, and we always seem like we need help in soothing the skin. So you can also use it to dispel odors and purify the air. You can apply it to the skin also to help enjoy the outdoors annoyance-free. It's topical application. We can use it to soothe minor cuts and scrapes that results just from daily living. And you can also mix with shampoo just to help support a healthy scalp. Tincture Red, I feel like we include this in every class just because I feel like it's super important just to help support our overall wellness. My boys love Tincture Red, especially this time of the year. We like to make Tincture Red freezer pops, and then they get a healthy treat, plus they're supporting their body and they don't even know it. So I have to ration what they have just because of the price of it, but they would drink a whole full glass of it if they could. So it's just very good for providing natural energy support. It can increase our exercise and sports performance. I definitely drink this before I go on a run. It supports normal cellular function and energizes, fortifies, and revitalizes. One thing, when you exercise, you release a lot of extra free radicals, and so the antioxidants in the Ningxia Red are definitely good to have either before or after you exercise to help with the free radicals that are released during exercise. Ningxia Nitro, if you're needing that extra boost in either cognitive fitness or physical fitness, this is a great one to have. It's just a really good boost of energy and provides just that daily pick-me-up. It has naturally occurring caffeine in it and bioenergy D-ribose to increase athletic performance and endurance. A lot of different B vitamins in it. It doesn't taste as good as the Ningxia Red, so I do like to mix it in with the Ningxia Red. It's definitely doable on its own, but I definitely like to mix it if I can. My favorite is mixing the Ningxia Red, Ningxia Nitro, and their Ningxia Zing in a drink together if I really need a boost and I really like the flavor of that. Skin Living does have a whole Kid Sense collection, so if you're just a little nervous using these on your kids, this is formulated for kids 2 and older, but I definitely would not hesitate using them a little bit more diluted on infants if you're comfortable. So the Tummy Jize is kind of the Kid Sense version of the Digize. I do have it, and it smells a little bit better than the Digize. I have a kitten that came to visit here. Genius is one that is formulated to help kids with their focus and attention. This is one that doesn't smell the best, so I do like to put this on my son's big toe and then put socks on, just so if there's a child sensitive to smells in his class, that they don't pick up on that. Bite Buster this time of the year is an excellent one to have on hand. I can't tell you how beneficial that is. Owie also, I mean, we don't have this one, but we would go through it in bulk if we had it. Sniffles, good one to have on hand. Spring, fall, winter, just you name it, it's good to have on it. Sleepy Eyes. If anybody has kids like my kids, they don't require a lot of sleep, and winding down is hard at night for them, especially during the summer when it's maybe a little bit more light out than when they want to go to bed. So Sleepy Eyes is one I like to apply it or diffuse it about a half hour before bedtime, so that way it has a little bit of time to work for them. So they used to have this in a collection, but I don't think that that's in stock. I think they're working on either reformulating or doing something with that collection, but you can definitely buy them all individually. The last couple of monthly promotions, they had a couple of these and they're free, so that was awesome to get. We haven't talked about the Thieves hand sanitizer and spray. They're awesome. We're just on the go all the time in the summer. We don't always have access to we're on the go all the time, I guess I should say. We don't always have access to washing our hands or disinfecting, so this is a good option. They just both fit in your purse really nice. They smell really great. They're non-toxic. They don't have triclosan in it, which is the antibacterial that they're banning in Minnesota. It's just a really great one. And a little bit goes a really long ways for the Thieves hand sanitizer. I feel like I never have to refill these guys, and we use them all the time. So you can get, it's a really great deal if you're on the Essential Rewards program to get these in Essential Rewards kit. Some other things, there's an Animal Sense ointment. This is one that we do not go without. It has a fairly strong scent, but my kids don't mind it, and we don't mind it. But I use it for all sorts of skin related things. Rose ointment, I don't have this. I'm sure it's amazing, but it's comparable to the Animal Sense ointment, and the Animal Sense ointment is a whole lot cheaper. So a lot of people just actually get the Animal Sense and use it on their bodies. It's just targeted for animals. It's not that it hasn't been formulated that it can't be used on humans. So lavender is a very great spray. If you're not one to make DIY, this is a great one to have. If you're been in the sun too long, or if you're just needing something to help soothe some skin, the lavender is a great one to grab for some cooling sensation. Clariderm, I don't have this either, but it's very good to help relieve skin irritations or itching. So either one of these would be great to just have on hand. So if you have not gotten started with Young Living, I urge you to talk to the person who shared this video with you and see how you can get started. The essential oil, today is June 28th. The next 2 days, the starter kits are actually 10% off, which is an amazing deal. They're an amazing deal no matter what, but definitely talk to the person who shared this video with you and get back to them on what you learned and how you would like to get started with the kit. So if you have any questions, I'm going to stop the recording here and feel free to ask away. I hope you have learned a lot and have a great night. Thank you.